just to give us some idea of the impact and the aftermath, I'm going to bring up my screen and show some information that's out there that may be shocking, because there is aftermath, and some people have actually lost their caregivers. They have lost a parent, and now what?
Yeah.
Those are real situations that we have to deal with, in addition to everything else that's going on. So I want to pull up this, I'm going to do this screen share and kind of show the people a graphic to kind of make it a visual so they can really comprehend just one aspect of the aftermath of this COVID-19. Okay, so as you can see on my screen, I have something that my wife found. I didn't even find it. She found it for me, brought it to my attention. But this is amazing. This is amazing. This is a project that Professor Deval Patrick at Kennedy School of Leadership was a part of, and they put this COVID collaborative together. It actually has resources for people to access, but most people don't have any idea they exist. And from what I understand, it is not user friendly. So again, people needing resources would benefit from having an advocate to help them navigate through this. But as you can see, you see the pictures, you see who's the disproportionately affected by this. You see our little young people there. Now here's something. Now, this page on the site is called The Hidden Pain. The things that you are addressing that the medical community really doesn't have time to address. They're dealing with the immediate threat of you breathing. But more than 200 children, let me make this a little bigger just so people can see that. If you have over 40 eyes, you might appreciate that. More than 200 children in the United States have lost a parent or their caregiver. Mm-hmm. And the news segment that I saw, there was a family of 4 siblings. The 2 older, one was 20, and I think the sister was about 23. They all of a sudden, not only did they lose their mother, lose their income, but now these 2 people that are children themselves were carrying the burden of the survival of their 2 younger siblings. So the son, he ended up getting a job. He had to become a man and support the family. The young lady, she was 22, 23. She ended up becoming the mother figure, but they still didn't have any resources. They didn't know how to navigate the system. They didn't know what was available. They didn't know how to do it. By the grace of God, a neighbor came to their rescue and helped them. They ended up losing the home that they were in, but the neighbor actually started a GoFundMe and got them a new home that they basically had to start their life over again. Now, this is just one family out of 200,000, and that's how many they can count. Right. But as I'm scrolling up here, you can see that there are resources available, and the government has put some thought together on this issue. The think tanks have actually done something. They've made available resources and funds. One of the sections actually has a $9,000 funeral reimbursement, because that's another topic we'll get into. But it costs $10,000 to be buried and have a service here in the United States.
Yeah,
that's standard. That's not the luxury. That's not the VIP package. And then, not to mention, there's probably other affairs that need to be tied up. And these young people weren't in that mind frame. They weren't prepared to deal with that, as most people aren't. As most of the 200 plus children who have been orphaned. So there's a lot of work to be done. And so, brother, we have some work to do, but we don't have to reinvent the wheel, but we are bringing it from through our lens. And I think it's going to be powerful, especially when I can help people access resources like these and with your leadership. I just want to pop that up and bring it up just to make it real.
Yeah.
200, let me bring it down here again. Where is it? More than 200,000 children have been orphaned. I just want to repeat that a few times. More. So that's how many they can count. More than 200,000 children. So all of them weren't fortunate enough to have a concerned neighbor and who did more than just say, oh, that's a shame, but actually stepped in and showed compassion and did something right. Tangible. And so that's what this collaborative is all about. And Professor Patrick admitted in that news section that it's not easy to navigate. They just kind of hurriedly pooled some resources together. It is well thought out, but it probably would be to your best interest to have an advocate. Just so happens yours truly is a professional advocate, counselor in residence here with the COVID Gladiator Club. Yeah, so I am going to be availing myself to counsel individual families, individuals, but more importantly, training churches who don't have lay people who can reach out to the multiple members of their reach and really just minister to them because they need help. Just after you get over the COVID, that's the beginning, really, for a lot of people.
Right.
So I'm going to switch over from this screen share. We're going to get back to it and let you close us out about how we're going to transition to this COVID Gladiator Club and make an impact. So we're back. I just wanted to show that graphic that this is real. Now, I was thinking about this while you were talking. Now we have some people so incredulously think that this isn't even real. Brother, having experienced this, can you speak to that, the reality of this, and then go ahead and tell us what are the next steps for the COVID Gladiator Club?
Yeah, well, I can tell you that this is real, and I never doubted it, even when I didn't have COVID. But I just never thought that I would get it, right? Because I was pretty safe in wearing my mask and that. But I wasn't, as I'm a pastor as well. So I want to just, say that with full disclosure. So that's one of the reasons why, Walt and I are going to hit, these churches as well, because I've had, major inroads into that. And, a lot of these churches have members who have dealt with COVID, or they had members who passed. But guys, COVID is real. And getting COVID is real. My prayer is that if you do get it, it won't be to the level that I got it. I'm not here to suggest if you get vaccinated or not vaccinated. That's a personal choice of yours. But I think that you got to understand that this is real. This is not a hoax. It's not something people are making up, to lose your taste and your smell. And for me, my respiratory and, I lost probably about 40 pounds of weight. Probably was good weight to lose, but I would not have wanted to lose it that way. But the fact is that it is real. So we're starting the COVID Gladiator Club with this in mind. Those individuals, as he mentioned, as Walt mentioned, those 200,000 kids who have lost their caretakers, who are pretty much out there by themselves. That man who's lost his mother or his wife, that woman who's lost her dad or her mom or her sister, right, who are now battling with that. That individual who got COVID now is recouping from COVID, but it's the other stuff that come along with that, the psychological stuff, the after effects, the stuff that they say you have to live with the fog in your brain and, some memory loss and things of that nature. I'm a proponent that, that stuff can go away with the proper care, but the mental care of you being isolated and by yourself. I know even when I came home, I had to come home and still have somewhat of a light on. There was things that just, mentally that I was still dealing with. I don't deal with now because I'm just, some of that has just gone away. But so we want to deal with the after effects. And so the COVID Gladiator Club will deal with that. We'll deal with, how we get resources to individuals. We'll bring the best minds together, starting with, a Walt, who is, like I said, not only academically qualified, but just smart wise and reason wise. That's why I chose to, partner with him. But we'll bring others on to this platform that will be able to be able to help. We'll have, questions and answers. But like I said, we're going to travel and share this message that, you can have victory, over COVID. But for those that did not have the opportunity to, who have lost ones, we still want to be able to help them as well. So we're super excited about that. And we're super excited about this club. And so, you all just get ready because we're coming. We're going to share and we're going to be as practical and as reasonable. And we're going to make this as easy as possible because I believe that whatever's done simple can be done great. And so, we're not here to bombard you with a bunch of information that you don't understand. We're here to care for you, to give you the necessary things that you need that can help you before you get COVID and after, if in fact you do get COVID as well. So, Walt, I'm super excited about it, man. And we've got the website that will be coming soon. You and I have got to sit down and think about what that's going to look like, how we want to do that. And we want to be very, very careful in how we put that together. But so far, the people that I've talked to, pastors that I've talked to are like, man, come on, because I'm dealing with members now who are dealing with this COVID or lost a loved one who are dealing with it, and they need help, And like you said, I was never given any mental health training when I was in there. Nobody ever came in here to help me from a mental health perspective. The focus was just get him better and get him out and bring the next one in.
Well, brother, I'm excited. I'm glad that you are healed. I celebrate with you. I embrace you. I give you your flowers now. Brother, we all love you and we love the work you do, what's going to be done. So people, there you have it. Joseph B. Washington, international speaker and author of Let Average Go. Yours truly, Walt Kasmir, counselor in residence. We are launching the COVID Gladiators Club to support you.
Yep.
Contact information will be in the description below the video as well as the description in the podcast. You can get the podcast on your podcast streaming platforms. It will be coming out shortly. So probably by the time you see this on YouTube, it will also be available on your podcast. People, we need you to watch these videos in their entirety. We are not here with clickbait. We're not here gossiping. We are having critical conversations.
Yes.
We are here about empowering the people and bringing compassion to the people. So share, subscribe, like, let people know what's going on. Come back every week, especially to find out information about the launch of the COVID Gladiator Club. People, we love you. We're here to empower you and for you to have been better after encountering us. So until we meet again, always know that where there's hope, there's healing. Be blessed.